Get ready with me whilst I get you ready for the Miami F1 race weekend. F1 will be taking to the Miami International Autodrome Circuit between the 2nd and the 4th of May, and this will be for a sprint race weekend. Apart from practice and the sprint race, it's going to be a late one for the European fans, as here are the UK timings. And taking an average of the previous Miami F1 races, this 57-lap race should last an hour and a half. Speaking of speed, it's actually one of the quickest circuits on the calendar, reaching top speeds of 350 kilometers an hour, and that is no surprise given that there are 3 DRS zones and 3 straights, so straight line speed will be very useful here, especially between turn 16 and turn 17 because that straight is super long. Moving on to the 19 corners, the ones you'll want to focus on for overtaking are turn 1, turn 11 and turn 17, each of which comes after the straights. Also, the corner speeds tend to fall on the slow side, especially at turn 17, which is one of the slowest on the calendar. Furthermore, looking at the sectors, number 2 will be the most interesting, as it can be quite technical with narrow and winding sections. Finally, what will they do with the setup? Well, in all 3 races here, pole position has never won, but they have come second, so the cars may be set up more as a race car rather than a qualifying car. Next up is Tyre Talk time, and Pirelli have gone softer than last year as they have selected the C3s to C5s. However, I still think we will see F1 teams aiming for a one-stopper, as going softer in other races didn't seem to make that much of a difference. Also, there's relatively low abrasion, so drivers will be able to push for the majority of the race. Although I do want to pop in here saying that thermal degradation will be relatively high, so they will be doing some form of tyre management, but we may see teams holding out for a safety car during their first stint, and that's because since we started racing here, 2 out of 3 of the races have seen safety car periods. Moving on to the weather, here is how it's looking. Lastly is Karina's podium predictions. With McLaren, they love the slow corners and they also have a lot of pace. And with Mercedes, their straight line speed is fantastic. And then with Max, well, he's Max. And for some reason, I think the sprint podium will look quite different to the race podium.